The essence of a black woman. Creation, man. That's what women are here for. Women are creators in every aspect. We create everything. My name is Jamey Stevenson, and I was born and raised in Statesville, North Carolina. Image Outcome is a production-based company, and it started out as Stevenson Photography. So that was seriously like 10 years ago when I started doing photography. And so to see where I started from and see where I am now, like today's event, shooting for charity, I actually really enjoy shooting those type of events because number one, you get to network, but number two, you're able to capture what's going on in the community and share it with everybody.
Continue to do it. It's more about education for me. We gotta get people registered. We gotta educate our communities on what it means, especially locally, like I said. So I'm blessed to be able to have this opportunity. It's a humbling experience, and it's a great turnout.
So it's more, it's beyond just filming. It's literally sharing that message. You're telling the story of what's happening right now. And one of the cool things about video production, and I think which is why I continue to do it, is because it's kind of like we just stop time for a minute. We're capturing this moment, but 20 years later you can still go back and relive that same moment.
But right now we're putting the boxes together for the people to come and pick up. We have PP package, we have information for to go in, and they have food to promote voting and be safe.
So it's dope. But Image Outcome is like one of your one-stop shops for video production services. If you need corporate stuff, if you need real estate, whatever it is, if you need me, the visuals, that's what people want. They need the visuals, man. I love it.
Hey guys, it's Vanietta from Power 98, midday personality, midday DJ. We do it all.
DJ Rolodex from B101.9. I'm in the building.
I honestly get inspired by everything, literally everything. If I see something that catches my eye, that's my inspiration. Even some things that are negative, that people might think are negative, I turn them and I use them for my inspiration. A lot of it is mostly being able to take nothing and turn it into something. So if I see a shot that's dope, that somebody might not even look at, like who in the world is going to look on the ground through grass? Like no one has that perspective. And so seeing things from those different angles, that's inspiration. It just challenges you to look at life differently. I went to CPCC and I studied graphic arts and imaging technology. And through that program, which is strange because now I do mostly video production, but again, talking about perspective, right? I went into the program knowing that I like art, I like to draw and things like that, but learning those different softwares and programs that they teach you, all of the Adobe suite, I saw an opportunity to take something and turn it into something else. Being a black woman has impacted my career moves because I feel like it's my duty to make sure that I get things cracking. Like I see, number one, women in general, right? It's our time. But then it's like, being a black woman at that, bro, we gotta represent. Like you can't slack off, you can't play games, it's time to go and get it. So it's just giving me that to really not be afraid and go and get what I'm supposed to get, because somebody else is watching you. The importance of self-love in black culture is everything. It's everything. We grew up, a lot of us, especially our parents before us, grew up in a time where it was wrong to be black, right?
Taking pictures of history here today. This is all history. And I'm a witness of the history of it. I was raised out here on this property. I left this property in 1963 and went and played the PGA Tour. I was one of the first African Americans to play the PGA Tour. left this property right here. This is one of the first properties in the South to be integrated. In the whole entire South. I went all over the country playing golf on facilities that was not integrated. I remember the time that you couldn't walk or stand on this property. Today, to see people having the privilege to register to vote is a big thing in our community here. When you can't stand on government property, that's sad. There's no privilege there. But today, you have privilege to vote on it, to register to vote on it. And that's a big difference for black people.
Everything about blackness was incorrect. So reversing that and saying my blackness is dope, like let me express this, that means everything. And I think it's more important now than ever to express who you are.
My name is Maria Klein, and I am an English teacher at Charlotte Latin School. And also I teach American Studies. I'm an English teacher, but I work with a history teacher, and we teach American literature in the context of American history. And one of the most important things we want our students to know is that they help make that history. And the way that you help make that history is you vote. Being out here today, I brought a bunch of my students with me who are from the Diversity Club. They're also committed to democratic process, committed to every individual counting, and that's what this day is all about.
2020's most memorable moments, what came for me was being able to pause and take some time to really reflect on what I'm doing. What's the future? I mean, we kind of got forced to sit down somewhere, and it made you look in the mirror and say, what are we really doing? Like, let's refocus, let's get some things together. So 2020, even though it's been extremely hectic, there has been so much to learn. And to me, that's the essence of life. Like, it's gonna be hills and valleys always, sunshine and rain, but what are we getting from those moments? Black women united, bro, that would be beautiful. If I have to describe it, I feel like it would be watching a group of freaking soldiers. You know, like you got your soldiers and they geared up and everything, and you can't touch them, you can't mess with them. That, to me, when black women come together like that, it's something to look at and respect and be like, yo, we gotta protect our black women out here, okay? Because they everything. We need them. When I hear somebody say yes, sis, it's like that reinforcement of, you got this. Like, you doing it. I see you. You rocking it. Keep going. That yes, sis. When I hear it from black people, black sisters, when we say it to one another, it's the amplifier. You know what I'm saying? It's, go ahead, girl. I see you, boss. You doing it.
Hi everybody, I am Zion Lamel, and I'm the regional director here for You Can Vote Charlotte, and we are out here getting folks registered to vote. We're getting absentee ballot requests filled out, and we're just making sure the community is educated on what their rights are. This is so important, just because, first of all, this is a huge election.
If I had to give a message to other black women like me, it's never, ever, 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 ever give up. Ever. I can put 10 million evers in front of that because I mean it sincerely. Don't ever give up. I mean, it's easy for us to stop, get overwhelmed, but if you give up, then that's it. You can't. You have to keep going no matter what. But take your time, you know what I'm saying? Don't overwhelm yourself. Take your time, but then get back in the game, because everybody needs us. Everybody.